wanted to give you a little introduction to my daughter. This is Addison Joy, and she's sound asleep right now. She might wake up and get fussy, but we'll see. So here she is. We love her. She was born on January 17th at 7:43 a.m. by a C-section. And I'll give you my labor and, well, my delivery story since I didn't really have a labor. I'll do that next. But this one I'm just going to focus on her. So she is 7 weeks and 3 days old today. And when she was born, she weighed 6 pounds 15 ounces. So she was a teeny little thing compared to what I weighed when I was born, at least. She was 19 inches long as well, so she was pretty average for her length. Let's see. She's starting to wiggle. Addie. Hey. The day that we were discharged, she actually weighed 6'8", so she did lose a little bit of weight, but she was able to gain it back within a week, no problem. So that was good. Her first pediatrician appointment went really well, and we didn't even have to go for a checkup after that because she was doing so exceptionally well and gaining weight so fast. So that was really good. Let's see, other things. She was born, she was jaundiced, she was pretty orange. So they monitored her, but they never had to put her under the belly ribbon lights. I think that's what they're called. So that was good. She was pretty borderline, so they weren't too concerned, but they rebutted a little bit. So they just kept her checked. Hang on just a minute. Addison. So, we'll see how she does. She might need to go on her swing. She likes her swing a lot. She's not hungry, so I don't know what she's fussy for. Alright. One thing I do want to make sure I talk about a lot is Addison was born with hip dysplasia, which, for those of you who don't know what hip dysplasia is, it's when their hip sockets don't fully form. So instead of being curved like a hip socket's supposed to be, they're flat. It's very common with breech babies, and it's also a genetic thing, and both my husband's side and my side has had it. So we just, and it's common in girls, so we just had everything going against us with that. So they discovered it in the hospital, thank goodness, so they were able to get her, put her in what's called a Plavix harness, and instead of describing it to you, I'm just going to post a picture of what it looked like here. So as you can see, the harness was designed to keep her legs apart and back, and that point of that was to put pressure on the hip sockets. I guess when they're breech, they're situated in a way where their legs don't put the amount of pressure on the hips that they're supposed to. So, let's see. I think I've seen another YouTuber on here, YouTube mommy, whose little boy had it actually, which is not common in boys, so that's very unusual. I think her name is Zach's Girl. But she talks about it a little bit in her videos. I'll put her name down here because I can't remember what it is at the top of my head. Anyway, so we were told in the hospital that she was probably going to have to wear the harness for about 3 to 4 months. But then we went for, sorry, I'm rocking. We went for an update at the orthopedic doctor when she was a week old, and he told us that he didn't think they were as bad her hips were as bad as they originally thought, and that she will have to wear it for 6 to 7 weeks. So, yesterday actually, we went back to the orthopedic doctor, and he looked at, we had taken some ultrasound pictures of him last week, and he looked at them and he said they're 100% normal already, and she doesn't have to wear the brace all day long anymore, but she does still have to wear one that goes about her waist down for at nights, so that's no fun, and she doesn't like that one. But it's just kind of a precautionary thing, so that if they for some reason like the ultrasound wrong, it's just to make sure that her hips are fine, because we don't want to have problems later on in life, because it will affect her walking. It could affect her walking and running and things like that. So my cousin, my husband's cousin, her daughter has it though, and she doesn't have any problems since they caught it so early in her as well. So I'm pretty hopeful that things will be fine. Alright, so that about covers that. As for other milestones, oh, her eyes are open. She's got blue eyes, by the way. They're very blue, they're beautiful. I love them. Some other milestones, she has started cooing and making some cute little noises. She smiles already, and she has the most beautiful smile. And if you take a look at the video I put of her playing on her playmat, you can kind of see her. You can see her smiling and hear her cooing. It's pretty fun. I'll put a link to that here. She can hold her head up, and she's been able to do that for a while actually. Not for long periods of time, but she's pretty good at it for only being 7 weeks old. We're pretty proud of her. She's a strong girl. She now weighs 10 pounds, sorry, it sounded weird. We weighed her yesterday, and she was 10 pounds, and she was already 23 inches. So she's a growing baby. So that leads me to the next point, which is breastfeeding. And I have been breastfeeding. We've only used formula a couple times, and that was, we did have to supplement in the hospital because my milk didn't come in very quickly. And then, if in case of emergency, like we've had 2 emergencies where I couldn't feed her, so we've had to supplement with formula. But other than that, she's breastfed exclusively, which is awesome. I pump as much as I can and try and carry a supply with me on our trips, so I don't have to worry about feeding her in public if I don't have to. So she does have some bottle experience, but she's really good about switching between bottle and breast, and she can do cold milk, she can do warm milk, she can do anything. She's a really good baby with that. And she's to the point now where she eats pretty much 4 ounces. She spits up half of it because she's a huge spitter. If you couldn't tell earlier, my shoulder is drenched from her. We have to keep burp bags with us at all times. There are an occasional time or two when you think she's done and you're not prepared, so that was one of those times. Alright, what else can I talk about? She does have a problem getting spit up her nose. She's, I don't know, which makes her really stuffy, and she doesn't breathe very well, so we're constantly having to clean her nose out. If anyone else has that experience, let me know, because I don't really know what to do about it, to be honest. My doctor just says keep her cleaned out, and we keep a humidifier on, so we try to keep it as moist as possible. Oh, excuse me, especially since we have wood heat, which dries our Colorado already dry air out even more. So, let's see. She has been losing her hair. She had a ton of it when she was born. I'll post some newer pictures at the end of this video. Kind of like a slideshow. So she has lost quite a bit, about 3 inches on the front. She hasn't lost any on the back. It's all been on the front. So we kind of try and cover it up with our headbands. Her cloth diapering has been going well as of today because we just started today. We couldn't cloth diaper her with her harness because they were too bulky. So since she got her brace off yesterday, we got her harness off yesterday. We started cloth diapering today, so I've used Bum Genius all day and so forth. They have been holding up awesome. so that's really exciting. And as of right now, she is in between newborn sizes and 0 to 3 month sizes of clothing, so we're kind of trying to figure out what to do there. Like this outfit is, this onesie's newborn, and this is newborn I think too, but they're cutting pretty close. It's to being too small. I think that's really all I have to update you on with her. She'll be 2 months next week Thursday, which is crazy. Excuse me. And she has a pediatrician's, her 2-month checkup on Tuesday next week. So, that's good. Oh, for sleeping, I should talk about that. It took us a long time to get her on a schedule, but she's finally on a sleep schedule, and she's been sleeping really well at nights. So that's excellent. We did go to Iowa for 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, I think. And she slept the whole way there, except for when she got hungry, and almost the whole way back. So sleeping, she does really good. She rides really well in the car. She's just overall a really good baby. The only time she ever cries is, well, except for today. I don't know why she's been kind of fussy today. Usually the only time she cries is when she's hungry, so I can't complain too much. I love her so much. I will do a labor and delivery video, and then I'm also going to do some must-have videos, so stay tuned for those. And now I will go ahead and show you some pictures that we've taken since she's been born. Thanks for watching. Bye.